Hello friends, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial in my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. In the continuation from the second video, today we are gonna do two things during this lecture here. One, we are going to create a brand new blank Excel workbook. This gonna be the main file type that you will work with as you venture and you work inside of Excel itself. And the second thing that we are going to do is take a look at the interface that makes up the working environment that you are gonna be working all over inside of as you work inside of an Excel workbook. So first we got the Excel window open, okay, and we just launched the Excel. I have got right here, I'm currently looking at the startup screen. Again, this is a newer edition of the Excel, but if you are on the older one, you are going to see some similar stuff here. I'm going to go into the blank workbook. So I'm going to go and it's like that, click on once, and this will launch the rest of the Excel interface. And now I have got my Excel file or my Excel workbook open in front of us. So this is the blank workbook you can see in my screen. Now what we'll do, let's break down the interface here a little bit to give you the easy understanding on how it looks like, how it feels. So this is the second thing that I want to discuss, really just get into how the windows are laid out, kind of the main areas of the Excel application. And this is something that we are going to get into much more in depth as we go through the various features that make up the Excel application. But at this point, just kind of high level of the interface itself. So first of all, towards the top of the screen, we have towards the top left corner of your screen, we have what's called the quick access toolbar. You can see here. So there are some common shortcuts, common commands that you can quickly get access to. So on my version here, I currently have quick access to the save, and I have got a few other buttons here. Currently not active for me, but I have got undo, redo and the auto save features. So undo, redo is one, if you start working on the Excel, then you can undo or redo your operation what you have performed in the current sheet. And there's an auto save button as well. Then if you're using Office 365, you don't just have a standalone edition of Microsoft Excel, you will see the auto save button. Alright, and now I have also got a touch screen monitor here. So what it do is that I could potentially use this touch screen monitor if my system is touch screen enabled. So I have got an option here for whether I want to view this as a standard interface or more geared towards a touch screen environment. I will just give a quick preview here. I give that button click here in the mouse mode, and you see here that the layout got changed a bit. But if I go to the touch mode, if I click here and go to the touch mode, everything just gets a little bit bigger buttons, spread out a little bit, kind of. My big fat fingers are going to build a tap on those buttons. Alright, so alright, I will go back to the standard mouse mode there now for the time being. Now you may not have that button, just depend on if you recognize that you are compatible with some touchscreen device on which you are working on it. Alright, and also there's a option for the email. So the sheet on which I am working, if I want to send it to someone, I can just click on this button and it will get as an attachment in my default email application, and I can send it right away. Now again, that's a quick access toolbar. We are going to talk some more about that in a later phase. But here are just some default buttons giving you a quick easy access to the common commands. Now right below that you have what's called the ribbon. Okay, so this is what called the ribbon. Now if you have been working inside in Microsoft Excel, or work in a set of other office applications, you're going to be familiar with the ribbon. This has been around since 2007 edition of the Office application. Not just Excel, but Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, and whatnot can be so on. So now, of course, when you go into different application, Excel versus Word, you still got the ribbon, but there are different features available. And of course, right, you are going to get different commands for the different application as well. Right? But the idea is the same. It's your ribbon. It's full of tabs or buttons towards the top. I have got here the file, home, insert, and so on. There are quite a few buttons here, which is also customizable. We will talk about that feature later. So now, if you compare your screen to my screen, you may see some on my screen that you don't have on yours. As an example, I have got the developer tab here. That's one that you actually have to activate yourself. Well, I was talking about the customization of the tab. So we'll talk about that in detail later, but this is what you actually have to activate yourself. It does not come by default, and that's one that we will get into much later within the course as we get into macros and VBA or Visual Basic for applications. So just keep in mind that you may see some on my screen that are not on yours, at least at this point. We will talk about those as well as this Acrobat option, or one that you may not see on yours as well. All right. So we'll talk about that later. We'll come on that point. But the ribbon is just full of all the commands. Like I have got home, and once I click on homes, like I have got home, and they have broken up the home tab into various groups. Got the clipboard here. You see it's a clipboard section for copy paste. Got my font commands, then alignments, numbers, styles, cells, editing ideas, and so on. So if I go to the formulas here, if you see the formulas, there can be so many formulas to be used in the sheet. I have got things like my function library, and we are going to talk all about functions, creating name ranges, getting into auditing your formulas, and so on. So highly recommended taking a quick moment here and digging through the ribbon interface. Okay, and now again, if you are on an earlier version, if you are on 2013, 2010, or if you are on Mac, the interface is going to be a little bit different. Buttons might look a little bit different. Some of the buttons might be more colorful than others. You know Microsoft, they update the application pretty regularly, and they would like to change the buttons colors and whatnot on yourself, but that's your ribbon there. Now the next portion, or right below the ribbon, here we have what's called the formula bar. It's actually got into two pieces. I have what's called the name box here, and then the actual formula entry or the formula bar right here in this area. Okay, so this is the formula. Now, just as an FYI, I have seen this happen to people before, so I just want to make you aware of it. Sometimes that doesn't show up, or you may accidentally turn it off. Now, if I go to my view tab, there is the view tab here. So if I go to the view tab, there is a series at check marks, if you see here. And one of them is called the formula bar. So I have got this show section, and I have got a formula bar. So if I do this, if I go ahead and uncheck formula bar, you will see that the bar goes away, and once I will turn it back on, it will come back on again. Okay, it's very important, formula bar or toolbar for us to use. So I recommend leaving it on, but it does take up a bit of space on your screen. So if you really don't need it, you can turn it off. Then also step back for a moment and go back to the ribbon here. Something else you can do, if I double click on the tab, we'll see I'm on the on the insert tab, let's say, this will minimize the ribbon. So if I double click here, it is minimizing the ribbon, kind of smashes it up again. I like to show that one because it does take a lot of space on your screen. You see that lot of space got came up here if I am smashing this ribbon part, and maybe you want to get rid of it. So just a way you can get out of it. You just double click it and the ribbon part gets hidden from your screen. Also, it might happen but to you by accident. You just give it a double click again and it will come back. So just an FYI why you can turn off and turn on elements of the interface, because it's a pretty busy interface here. So let's go in and stop right there for a moment. I want you to take a moment now, go through the ribbon and get studied familiar with the various tabs you got there. Take a look in the view tab and see how how you can turn off the formula bar and turn on it again, and also give one of the tabs a double click just to minimize that ribbon and then open it right back up by the double clicking it again. So now there's a few more things I want to take a look at the interface, but I like to keep my videos short and kind of to do the point. So let's get into that right there. Just get a feel for it, and then let's jump into the next video. We'll break down there more on the interface and other functions and functionalities and features which is coming up on the next videos. So till that time, thanks for watching this tutorial, and if you really liked it and enjoying this journey of the learning of Microsoft Excel, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel. We will meet up in the next video. If you have any questions, any concerns, just do let me know in the comment section of this video, and till the time, goodbye and take care. Thank you for watching.